Hey everybody, how's it going? So glad that you're here joining us wherever you are joining us from Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Rachelle, how are you doing?
I'm good. I haven't seen you in a week because of that like massive storm that came through on Monday and just like totally messed with everything. But it's good. It's Friday. We have a great guest on today. I get to see you, and what's better than that? So yeah. Although I miss you, like it's been way too long since I've seen you, like for real, seen you. Like this counts, but it doesn't totally count. So just
I
gonna
know.
throw
I
that
was
out
just
there.
thinking we haven't talked much this week, but I am getting ready to move out of this house and packing up and cleaning. So it's really crazy right now. But I'm glad to get to see you, and I hope everybody is doing well. Please let us know if you're watching, where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. We have a great show planned. It's going to be super fun. And we have some shout outs coming up, so stick around for that.
Yeah.
Rachelle, you've been super busy. I feel like you could be the Guinness World Record of presentations coming up. What's going on with you?
Well, I mean, like it's normally a busy time when ISTE comes around, but normally it's in person because I've been involved in the different networks. And so like, I don't know, I'm usually running from one thing to another, or, there's there's networking, social events, breakfast, all of these things. And you always want to fit all of them in because you're there for that time period, but not in person this year. And are you laughing at
Right.
me?
But yeah, because
I've,
you said breakfast. I was like, what?
oh
But
yeah,
I'm
because
just
like
kidding, sir.
like Barbara Bray would have it ISTE, she would have a breakfast and invite a group of people, but because everything
She
starts so
never invited
early
me.
with like keynotes. Well, it's been a couple of years now, but like the breakfasts were always at like 7, or Alice would do the coffees in the morning, the coffee
That's
EDU, and
true.
sometimes they were like 5:30 or 6 a.m.
Very
I remember
early.
being in Denver and thinking like, oh my gosh, am I really going to get up and walk like 3 blocks to go have coffee? But it was a great opportunity to just like meet new people. It was pretty early in the morning, but but it was good because when else do you have that chance where you have educators from like more than 70 countries around the world coming into that one place? So I always figure, like during those 5 days, I can sleep and take naps later, but now, we're at home because it's virtual, but which is good for some people who otherwise wouldn't be able to participate and attend. But
Mhm.
I definitely
Or
miss it because
afford it.
or afford it, yeah. Or but it would have been in San Antonio this year, and I was really looking forward to that because that's a great place to be. But it's
It is.
okay. It's okay. So
It is.
yeah. So I've just been busy with those, and the
Yes.
store. The storm Monday night didn't do me any favors because that was like
Right.
whatever. So
I'm just glad you guys are okay. So I have a session tomorrow, and I want to just give a shout out to we had Dr. Desiree Alexander on, I think last week. And so I'm doing a panel with her and Dr. Tiffany McCoy and Ike Ramos and Joe Quetta. Johnson, we're doing a panel tomorrow on equity and diversity and inclusion. And I want to invite anybody that's going to join us. But what are your sessions? Because you've got several coming up, not just tomorrow, but throughout the week. Am I right?
yeah, I have one tomorrow it's a panel with members of the Teacher Education Network, and it's on universal design for learning. And then on Sunday I have 2 sessions. One is kind of focused on my book with ISTE, and then I have an artificial intelligence
Awesome.
session. And then Monday I have a couple sessions on social emotional learning, and the ISTE certified educators are doing their like Spark Ignite type sessions. So you have like 2 minutes to talk about one tool. And then Tuesday, I
Mm-hmm.
have a group session. And then Wednesday, I have my AR, VR, and artificial intelligence session too. But and I actually had to back out of 2 of them just because of conflicts with some other conference. So yeah, but I enjoy it because
Girl.
I learn. You get to
Yeah.
learn and connect, and so
Yes. I
looking
love
forward to
everything
it.
you share. Yes, you are amazing. All right. Well, without let's bring up our guest. Do you want to
Yeah.
introduce our amazing guest?
Yeah, so the Fonz is like all over the place, and
He
we've gotten a
is.
chance. We have a lot of things in common. I mean, we engage in a lot of the same communities. We have a love of like augmented virtual reality. We've both been recruited by Jamie Donnelly when we least expect it, like last minute at conferences. Like, hey, guess what? You're helping me present. Like, so, but He's great. I've really enjoyed, I enjoy being on his podcast. I enjoy listening to his podcast, and most recently, all of the blogging that he has been doing. And so I'm looking forward to having you here and talking with us today and having some fun with our game too. So good to have you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited. It's not often I get to be on the other side, and so it's great that now I really just kind of get to hang out and really be myself and not have to worry about, controlling stuff over here and everything, and just be able to be here with you two wonderful ladies. Like, I'm a huge fan. During that time, it's Friday. I look forward to it. It's kind of like that slow day at work. And then all of a sudden in the afternoon, just before everything's getting ready to shut down, I'm like there listening and watching you all. And so I'm just really excited now to be able to be part of this show and get to just share some joy, on this Friday afternoon with you all.
I love that. Yes, sharing joy. And you are an active person in our community. And it was so fun. We had fun with you on Monday when Mel was here, and you were joining us, and I love it when everybody gets to join us. And if you're watching, we do have some people watching, let us know. But what did you do today? I know that you, on your My EdTech Life, who did you interview today?
Yeah, so today I had my friend Patrick. Patrick is amazing. He's got Unison EDU. It's his passion project that he started, and I mean, it's just a wonderful story. Just being connected educators, and really what it is we're talking about the show a little bit, and I know we talked about this backstage, but really the whole point of the show is to connect educators and creators one show at a time, giving a place and a space for those educators that are doing some wonderful things that maybe a lot of people may not know about, that haven't connected with. As you know, we in our circles of education, we have these huge circles of just the powerhouses, but there's some people that are doing some amazing things that just haven't had a chance to share yet. And so today he shared his story, and to me, one of the things that stuck out the most is he started as a substitute, and then that was kind of like his make or break, like, am I going to go through with this or not? And I'm just so glad he stuck with education, because I've been able to learn so much from him, and he's been able to do so much for the EdTech community, the educator community. And so definitely check out the show. Today was show 74. Check out his website, his information.
Wow.
Follow him on Twitter. And he's definitely looking for some help, guys. If you're an educator that wants to help, because he does have a nonprofit, and any way, shape, or form, reach out to him if you're interested in helping some of those schools that may not have that much funding, maybe just helping with some resources and things of that sort. So he's really going out there and taking this 10x to the next level, and definitely has a wonderful heart.
I love that. Do you mind dropping the links in the private comments, and I'll drop it out?
Oh, yeah, sure. We'll definitely.
I love that. And I want to say hi to Stacy and Laura. Thank you guys for telling us how you're doing. And before, we're going to talk a little bit. Yes, Nashville.
That was for Stacy. Just waved my Nashville. Hey, Nashville. And to Laura for joining in.
If we were playing like a drinking game, every time we said Nashville would be like when we would drink.
That's be a lot of water. I know. I mean, like.
Yeah, drinking water is what I meant, of course. Duh. Mm-hmm. But and this is so we were talking before we went live. We want to give shout outs. We're going to talk a little bit more about My EdTech Life and about connections. But because we are so blessed with this amazing community, I want to give a shout out to Stacy, who is so active in our community, to Laura, who is always contributing and very active in our community. Do you guys have any shout outs? I'll go last if you want to go first.
All right. Well, I'll go first. I'll jump on. It's like I would definitely want to give some shout outs to the people that have recently inspired me to really just put my ideas and thoughts just in a blog form now, and really just putting my stuff out there. And, it's been something that I've been wanting to do, but just I don't know. I was still very self-conscious as far as because I've never really liked writing, but I have so many ideas that I just needed to get out. But I definitely want to give a big, big shout out to Dr. Matthew Joseph. I know he doesn't like for me to call him Dr. Matthew, but he just likes for me to call him Matt, but I'm just real proper that way. But Matt Joseph, who also wrote a book called The Power of Connections, I want to give him a shout out. Debbie Tenenbaum also as well. I want to give her a shout out for really inspiring me to really do some blogging. Rachelle as well. Big, I read her blogs a lot, and she's always putting some stuff out there. But I just want to thank her too as well for really kind of inspiring me a little bit more and putting myself out there. And of course, Tim Cavey as well. I want to give him a shout out. I know he'll be on my show tomorrow morning, so I'm really excited that I get to interview him, and we've definitely grown to be some really good friends through our podcast. So I want to give shout outs to those people, and want to give everybody else a shout out, all the educators, creators that are out there. I see you, and I just want to let you know that what you do really makes an impact on my life, and I learned from every single one of you. So big shout out to our big educator and creator community.
Yes, I love that. And good day to you, Leslie. Thank you. She says she's so proud of you, Fonz.
Oh, Leslie's big shout out to Leslie. It's like she's my mama. She's from Australia, and she has been an amazing mentor, an amazing supporter. So Leslie, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you, my friend.
That is so cool. Rachelle, do you want to go next?
No, I want you to go next.
Okay, I don't mind. I'm prepared. I am ready to go next. First of all, I wish Jillian was watching, because she sent me this book, Live Seashells. I'm going to have a book chat with her very soon, so I'm so excited. I want to congratulate her not only on this book that she just released in like February, but like she just released another one about Piper Lou. Mm-hmm. Help me. What's the
look at you, Piper Lou.
Yes, I need to get that one. So I will be getting that one. But congratulations, Jillian. And then our friend, Dr. JC Maslick, just released this one. I pre-ordered it so that I would have it before we moved. I can't wait to get started with this with my littles. I absolutely love it. And Fonz, I know that Tim thinks that you're an amazing creator too, but I've absolutely loved following him. And that's kind of how I stumbled onto you as well. I also want to give a shout out to Rachelle's mom, who always is watching. She's such a great support, and she sent me some mail like she's my mom. Like, I love it. I'm excited. Marianne, thank you so much. I got a CD from her. I can't wait to listen to it. I appreciate you so much for thinking of me. And one of these days I'm going to eat your casserole. What was it? The hash brown casserole. So you just wait.
Too bad she didn't send that to you in the mail as well, right? Although, like, when I sent you something, when I didn't send you that book, no, I actually sent you that book before. I think it took like 3 weeks to get across the country, but I don't think you'd want that hash brown casserole after 3 weeks of sitting wherever it might sit. But
if it was frozen, I would probably eat it. I would probably thaw it out. Yes, Jillian. Oh my goodness. Yes. And but your mom is always watching, and maybe your aunt is too. I don't know. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who, Stacy is watching. She joins us regularly. So thank you, Stacy and Laura. I just love both of them, and they are always putting out. They are creating as well. And Fonz, I love that you said that. Like, just blogging. Like, I've been doing a lot of blogging a lot lately. So if you have a blog post and you're watching, drop it in the comments, and I'll flash it on the screen. Whatever you. Yes. So.
Aww.
Sorry, I get a little excited.
So funny. Oh, there's my mom.
Thanks, Marianne. Yes, Marianne, I will be letting you know. I will let you know. I'm sure I'll love it.
That's awesome. They got there so quickly. So I guess it's my turn to give shout outs, right?
Yes.
Okay. In no particular order. Let's see here. I'm going to give a shout out to first Denise Wright, who, if anybody, whoever's watching it, look on Twitter, like anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, look in our Thrive and EDU community. She's been doing like amazing work with her students and with STEM. And I always just say, like, I just want to be like you when I grow up, because the things that she's been able to do in this past year, teaching virtually with her students, and just so creative. And then with Bunsey, she does a lot of things, but her students are involved. Like, there's a final vote now for them to win. So you can check it out in our Thrive and EDU community. And I know she had posted it in other places as well. And if I had the link, I would drop it there. But it's a simple Google form. And her team is, I'm trying to like look at my phone and multitask while I'm doing this, but I believe her team is the Astro STEM. Let me look. Team Astro STEM. Yeah. So it's a People's Choice Award, and it's about future and robotics and engineering and everything. So giving her a shout out. Definitely Laura Steinbrand, because Laura is always there. Like, we're back and forth, give each other support, share ideas and stuff. So definitely her. Lainey, our good friend Lainey, who finished reading the book True Story and shared it out on social media. So thankful for her support, which by the way, Amazon did another crazy thing today. So now the book is now down to like $10.86. Like, I guess they don't want to make any. So now's the time to pick up a copy of that. And then let's see what else. I don't know. It's just in general, I mean, every day I interact with somebody and everybody's so supportive, reading and sharing like each other's blogs and podcasts. And so there is a long list of people, but everybody who's joining in here, and you and Alice for taking over on Monday when I couldn't do anything. Like I was so upset, like of all times for the lights to go off, but it's okay. Yeah. But anyway,
we were just talking. Like, hey, you want to be my co-host? And she's like, sure. I was like, okay, that's great. But yes, I love it.
And I was going to say that's funny because whenever I knew that like there was no way that I was going to be able to have this, I was going to say to you, like, is there any way that you could get it to come on and like be a co-host with you just because it's more fun? And then you had sent that about Alice and hey, Barbara. And I thought, okay. And then you did like the Family Feud with the Jamboard, which was awesome because a lot of people were wanting to learn about Jamboard. And hey, why not really get people involved? So anyway.
I love, and Fonz, we got to get you talking in just a second. I am trying to pick up everything, but because our good friend Barbara's on, look at this, Barbara. Shout out to you.
Mr. Quigley's keys.
Congratulations. Look at all these wonderful people. It's so great. Thank you, Barbara, for joining in. You are also a wonderful person in our community. I am going to put, I'm going to put Fonz's blog post out in just a second. But Fonz, we need to get you talking. Tell us about your amazing EdTech life. What's it all about? And, what can people expect when they listen in?
All right. Well, thank you. By the way, I want to say I had so much fun on Monday. That was a great show. Like Alice did great. You guys did great. It was a blast. So it was wonderful. So Rachelle, they did an amazing job. They filled in and I mean, it was great. So, but just a little bit more about my EdTech life. This is it ended up being it's a passion project. It really just started off, the real story behind it is when I first started my new role in the current district that I'm at, I used to stop at a coffee shop and always every morning pick up coffee. And then I just started using the hashtag my EdTech life. Like I wanted to kind of just like, this is me, this is my life now. I'm in EdTech and so on. And it just kind of started with that. Then started posting more on social media, always being a connected educator while being in the classroom. And then started really knowing what being a connected educator was and is and the benefits of it. So I started growing that. And then on April 28th of 2020, I guess, that's when I started my first show. And it was just a way of, hey, let's see what we can do. There's people, everybody's locked up. We know what happened. And let's see what we can do. Let's have some talks. What is everybody doing? And it ended up just being something that took off very organic, where I really, my whole thing was during this time is let's connect educators one show at a time. So the guests that I would bring on was with the intention of having them being put on a platform, sharing their experiences, sharing their voice, sharing what they're working on so other people can connect and learn from one another and do that. Well, it ended up being something different. Like, I mean, still the same, but very different at the same time. And it just organically grew into what has now become my passion project, my mission, my vision, my message is, like we were talking earlier, is, what I want my EdTech life to do is connect educators and creators one show at a time, giving a place and a space for some wonderful educators that are out there and creators that many people may have not heard of yet, what many people that are doing some great things, but they're not on the radar yet, and just giving them a place where they can share their passion, and that is what you can expect from all our shows. And you'll see the progression. We just finished show 74 this morning. Tomorrow we've got 75 with Tim. So I'm almost going to hit 100 shows. And that's just really exciting because I Chris Nessie always tells me, like the 100 shows is like a big celebration, and I'm almost there. And it has been a wonderful learning journey for myself in being able to learn so much from the guests that come and putting that into my own practice and inspiring me. And as you heard through the shout outs, the people that have inspired me to take this next leap into the blogging and into continually doing what I'm doing, it's just great. And the feedback that I've had from some guests where they were just so thankful that somebody gave them a chance. And like I was mentioning to you today, you'll hear Patrick say that this morning, where he's like, Fonz, I'm a longtime listener, longtime fan, and he goes, I just thank you for giving me a space where I can share my story, share my journey in education, and what he's working on, what he's passionate about. And man, that just fills my heart with joy, because oftentimes, people try and present, they put in proposals, but maybe they don't have the following, maybe they don't have, the books, they don't have, something, and they kind of get overlooked. And for me, that's why I my message right now, the beginning was like, I see you, and I just love reaching out to them. That's the one thing too, that now I have no fear of reaching out to people and just say, hey, do you want to be on my podcast? Because I see what you're doing and you're doing something great. And they kind of get shocked, like, you really want me on the show? I was like, yeah, just share your story. I want people to know you. You're doing some great things. And it's been so much fun, and it's been great. And like I said, I want to continue this as long as I can. And I told my wife, if I can make a living doing this, I would love to do this and just connect educators and creators every day and have wonderful conversations. So, but yeah, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about this.
That's all good.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know if you were able to see the comments, but Barbara and Leslie are saying so nice things. So important to be connected educator, because together we're better. I've learned so much by moving from me to we. I think that's important. Coining. Did you coin PLF? That was you?
Yes, that's where it comes from. PLF. That would I guess that's one of my other things, instead of like hashtag my EdTech life, but PLF at a moment, I was doing grad school in 2019, and I finished that and did my master's in EdTech, and talked about the power of being a connected educator. But I wanted to take that to an extra level of, I wanted to be personal, and I, sometimes with names, I just wanted to reframe that and say, hey, you're part of my family now. Like, I'm learning from you. And just like you ladies, you ladies are all part of my PLF. And I really consider you guys family, because we're having these conversations here, and that's what I love, and for me, it's my family keeps growing every week, every day. And just as much as I get from them, I want to give back, because sometimes, there could be those educators that just take and take and take, but I want to reciprocate, and based on what I've been able to learn from many of my guests and many wonderful educators, I want to put that out there. And even on my blogs, you'll see some posts where it'll say, hey, this was inspired by, or thanks to, and so on, because I want to acknowledge them too, because oftentimes a lot of educators and creators may feel like, I'm doing so much work and putting so much stuff out, but does anybody even care? And I always make it a point to here's a short story, and I don't want to name drop, but I will, because this person has definitely inspired me too with the journey that he's had, and it's George Corus, and what has inspired me is just his weight loss journey, and that had really made me realize too, like, hey, I need to take better care of myself. And one day I just reached out to him and I said, look, I just wanted to say thank you for really putting yourself out there, because it's inspired me to make some changes in my life, to be a healthier me, a healthier version of myself. And I just want to let him know that, you're not doing this in vain. It's like, it really means a lot, and it's impacting me in a positive way. And I always love to give shout outs to anybody, because I feel that's so important, that to make them feel that their work matters is something that is amazing, and can help them continue just sharing and bringing all the knowledge nuggets and having them pour themselves out and make a difference, changing education forever, or even if it's just sparking one person, and it makes a difference. It really does.
I agree. And I think we should make the shout outs a regular part of 5 o'clock. What do you think, Rachelle?
Sounds good to me.
Yes. Well, we don't have that much time. We have Family Feud to play. Are you both ready?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Gosh, that was the total fast shift on that one.
I know. I'm so sorry. I know. And sometimes I'm not really good at that. I apologize because everything that you said was wonderful. And I want to say Barbara and Stacy and Laura, if you guys are still watching, Marianne, please join us. We're going to have a fun Family Feud right now, but we don't have that much time. And I want to be a respecter of time always. Okay. Are you ready for the first question?
Ready.
Yes.
All right. Oh my gosh, no, I wanted to start the one. Okay, this is for Rachelle, okay? This is in honor of Rachelle. Name something. Okay, and there's 6 answers. Name something cats and men have in common. Oh my gosh, I didn't even check out. I just saw cats and got it. Maybe okay, I think this is okay. I won't say all the answers. Okay, name something cats and men have in common.
And I just froze with like this look on my face. I was very pensive and like,
They're not bad. They're not bad. I promise.
Gosh. Now I don't want to, I can't give an answer because it would sound rude.
Is it kind of like they're around, but not really around? Kind of like we want to be in the proximity. But
actually, that's finicky, stubborn. That's number 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little finicky. That's finicky, my husband.
Stubborn. They like to nap.
Yes, that is number 1. That is number
really?
1. Yeah.
True story. I was telling Melody, I was like, I took a nap after the show, the morning show, and I had like 4 alarms set just so I don't miss out. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. They need somebody to feed them. I don't know.
Well, I'll take that as number 2. I'll do that as number 2, and I won't say what number 2 is, but I think it fits with that. And then think about face.
Think about face?
Yeah, their face, a man's face.
They have whiskers?
Yes! They're hairy. They have whiskers.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Moving. Oh wait, somebody is coming in, and yeah, whiskers. Yes, that was it. That's number 4. Okay, I'm not gonna say the other answers. Okay. Now here's the next one. Whiskers. Yes, we got the whiskers. Name something like coffee. Oh no, we already did this one. Name someone whose phone calls you screen. Name someone whose phone calls you screen. There are 6 answers.
I mean, like, if I answer this, I don't want it to be construed as though I actually do this. I just want to put that on the record.
I do it.
I don't want anybody to be offended. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she said that. Well, I mean, anybody that's like a telemarketing, but it comes up like
number 1.
Potential spam, suspected spam. That's
number 1. Telemarketers number 1. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is boss? Where is this? Boss is. I'll just put that on everyone. So yes. Well, number 4 is everyone's, and boss goes into that. So yeah.
I would say, family members like in-laws, like fathers-in-law, mothers-in-law.
That's number 5.
All right.
Fonz, do you screen any of your calls?
Yeah, just pretty much just like the spammers. Like I'm always, my rule is if I don't know the number, like if you don't leave a voicemail, then it wasn't important. So I don't know. That's my rule. So yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I don't listen to your voicemail. My rule is if you listen to a voicemail, I'm deleting it. I'm not going to listen to it. Okay, guys, come on. There's some. Okay, someone says everyone, no one. In-laws was 1, parents was 1, and bill collectors. How could we not get bill collectors?
No. Well, I lumped that into potential like spam.
Right. Okay. Oh my gosh, we've hit 30 minutes. This is why I jumped so fast. Okay, because our time went by so quickly, but I want to do a few more. Okay, name someone who gets paid to wear a mask. Name someone who gets paid to wear a mask.
A firefighter, maybe.
That is number 7.
Okay.
Oh, there's 8 answers.
A hockey player, baseball player,
That
sports
is
player.
number 2 is hockey.
Football?
Baseball.
Football?
Um,
Face mask? That's no.
I know, right? There's not on there. Oh, somebody said doctor. Yes, Stacy. Surgeon is number 1. So we'll just put that together. Yes, she got the number 1. So we have surgeon, we have hockey, goalie, and we have fireman, which is number 7.
People that work at Disney or an amusement park.
Yes, that is
really
number 5. Disney mascot. Yeah.
All right. How about the people that stand on the corner and they spin? They're dressed up as like the subway people or like the fast food. You know what I mean? Like the people that are out there like, hey, come on in and get your lunch. That's probably not on there.
Yeah, clowns. They're kind of clowns, right? They're kind of clowny.
I wasn't going to call them a clown, but if that gets me an answer, then I'll take it.
Number 3, yeah. And I'll go ahead. And the ones that we didn't get was Batman, a welder, and Spider-Man.
There you go.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed those. I actually thought about superheroes, but whatever. But
yes. Okay, this is a good one. And I apologize for rushing. I just want to get a few in. Name, this is so good for the summer. I like this question a lot. Name an occasion that just wouldn't be the same without hot dogs.
The baseball game.
Yes, that's number 1.
Oh, right.
And I would assume like 4th of July, Memorial Day, those type picnics. I don't know, generically picnics.
The picnic is number 5, and you said 4th of July. That's holiday is number 2. So,
a movie.
Got a couple. Movie is
Ooh.
What? You eat hot dogs at a movie?
Movie theater? I don't know. People buy hot dogs.
Yeah, some of them do have them. Yeah, some of them have.
I think maybe. Maybe. Okay.
Chicken fingers.
That's I
kidding.
think pretzels and popcorn, and nachos. But okay, hot dogs. Sure, you're right. It might be, and pizza now is on the menu too. So yeah, hot dogs.
Yeah.
This one, I don't think anybody is going to get. A wedding.
What? Is it a summer cookout wedding?
I guess number 3. But you said a cookout. That is number 4. All right. Do you want one more? Can we do one more at least?
Yes, let's do one more. Yeah. One more.
Okay. Okay. I think this is good. And this. Oh, we've already done this one, so I'll do this one. Name a place stressed out people go to feel better. And maybe you need to make an appointment if one of these places, really you identify with. Name a place stressed out people go to feel better.
A spa?
Yep.
Yes, that's
spa.
number 1.
Gym.
Wow.
Really? You don't go to build the endorphins to feel better and get a workout?
I sure don't. I mean, I go to feel crappy. I go to the gym knowing I'm not going to feel better on the spot. Ryan says the gym too, but I'm thinking
Ryan is probably at the gym right now. Look at that picture, right?
I know. Look at that picture. Hello, Ryan.
There's Ryan. Oh man.
Not on there.
Wait, where people go when they're feeling stressed out?
Church is on there, Marianne. Church is number 4. Number 4, yeah. Woo-hoo.
How about a bar?
Bar is number 2. Bar is number 2. So we got spa number 1, bar number 2, church is number 4, and there's a couple more places that you guys haven't named.
Movies? Amusement park. Nah, I don't get the on that one. A concert. A friend's house. Family house. Friend, family.
None of these are on there. None of those are on there.
Wow.
Nashville?
No.
The beach.
You're going to put
the beach.
Yes. That's number 3. Beach is number 3. Vegas should be on there for crying out loud, but it's not.
I'm stressed out now from that. Freaking workout.
Spa, bar, beach, church, And the last two, I don't think you guys are going to, nobody said going to a massage parlor, which I don't
counted
even
that
think
as
sounds
spa.
right.
Yeah, that's why I was.
They didn't, and they made the game. And then the last one is rehab/clinic.
Wow.
This is what people said.
I liked my answers better. I like my answer.
Yeah. You had good answer. Good answer, Rachelle. Good answer.
Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you guys for playing. It's always fun. Before we go, I want to say that we will actually not be here on Monday, but we're going to have Tim come next Friday. So we will see you next Thrive O'Clock, and be ready for your shout outs because we're going to make that a regular part of our Thrive O'Clock celebration.
Homework.
But before we go, Fonz, I want to say it's nice to meet you in person. I'm just going to say this is our in-person meeting. Do either one of you have any last words before we say goodbye?
Well, I just want to tell people, just continue doing what you're doing, continue creating, put yourself out there, connect, and don't be afraid to reach out to other educators that you may see or deem like, oh my goodness, they're like edu-famous. You'd be surprised how sweet, how nice, and how willing to help they are. So don't ever feel that imposter syndrome. Just continue doing what you're doing and stay connected.
Yes.
Love that.
All of that is so true. No.
Well, that's the way I met Rachelle. I was just like, hey, and she was like, oh, cool. Like, so nice.
Yeah. Must have been my nice twin. No, I'm kidding. No, but it's good. I'm glad that people joined in today. It is fun for the interaction, for the games, and hope everybody has a great weekend or great EST if anybody is joining in that. And if anybody's going to be at the Model Schools Conference in Nashville this coming week, Monday, Tuesday, let me know. Just let me know. Stacey, going by chance. And then also we'll see everybody in a week. And then we won't see them for like a week and a half, but that's okay because we need a little bit of a break.
That's right. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Have a great weekend. Bye.